Dicevi scusa?
Non ho detto assolutamente niente.
No, ma dicevi per andare se volevi qualcosa da bere
Ma
dopo.
dopo, cioè, se ti alzi ti chiederò qualcosa, ecco. Solito discorso. Dai, andiamo. Se mi carica il reshader. Ole. Andiamo.
Incredibile comunque,
Cosa?
come bisogna far funzionare tutto sulla prospettiva.
Ok. Dove cazzo sta Liara, Dio mio? Ma ricordo più. Oh, ho beccato almeno il pianeta giusto. Oh, il sistema giusto, un vuoto. Oserei dire di no. Ok, andiamo indietro. Vabbè. Sì. Ah, aia. Ciao amicia. Miau, sì. Ah, eccoci. Ah. Ok, aia, aia. Boia. Teste, unghiette maledette, cazzarola.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Aia. Micia. Cazzarola. Oh, ecco. Oddio. Qua ci sono mica mai sceso, anche solo per provare a entrare qua dentro.
Sembra uno dei volti di Fallout.
Sì, sì, in effetti sì. Ma mi sa che qua è solo per bellezza, esatto.
E volta ai tempi di Mass Effect.
No, ma tra l'altro sono dei mondi, degli universi che non possono assolutamente essere compatibili uno con quell'altro. Non c'è verso. Sto robo, mannaggia. Solo Vega può apprezzare la non guidabilità di questa affare. Cazzarola. Ho guidato di peggio solamente in Cyberpunk. Sta dentro, madonna. Firewalker è peggio, ma minchia. Fortuna che lo usi poco nel 2, ma il Firewalker è peggio. Quando che devi giocare a Frogger sulla lava. Va a cagare, va. Ah, eccola, dicevo poi dove stanno. Vabbè. Dossietta. fatto male. Poi c'è l'altra
Trying
torre.
to knock down the front door seems stupid. Maybe we should find the side window?
Hai ragionissimo, tesoro mio, però prima eliminiamo la gente. Oh. Vabbè.
Proprio stare qui.
Sì. Cioè, il mago tarantolato, Dio santo. Allora, sì.
On my way.
Perimeter secured.
Aia.
Area secured.
Perché cazzarola che c'ho ancora in mano i tasti di Dishonored, cazzarola. E spreco i cosi. E spreco i... come si chiama? Spreco le cure, boia, tipo un cane. Parcheggio più vicino così faccio meno strada.
Securing point.
Ok. Dall'altro lato. Ma è un po' malissimo, madonna. Ok. È andata. Oh, ce l'abbiamo fatta. Salute. Alle... Splatte. Pa-pa-pam. Finirà sta sessione, Madonna santa, che palle. Uffi. Un attimo, che c'ho un vuoto. Ecco qua. Scusatemi.
Clear.
No. Guarda che su di così non si va. Ciao. Tra l'altro. Cos'è? Farlo un assault combo, questa qua è un'ottima idea.
Got them all, Shepard. Heads up!
Dai, giù, porco cane.
Shield disabled.
No, lì non si va. Ci fa ogni volta e ogni volta rimango inculata. Shottata. Shottata. Dai. Cavolo è? Qua. Sì, non c'ho la cosa.
Bag 'em and tag.
Questa musica che mi sembra proprio quanto mi ricorda il pezzo di coso. Vedranno. Minchia.
All targets down. Negative contact.
Potrebbe risolvere un enigma.
Non l'ho capito, non ho capito cosa devo fare.
Le ranocchiette, bastarde. E cose grosse. Gioie. E niente, i Reaper ci invaderanno. C'è un salvataggio automatico? No. Ok, devo salvare un po' più vicino allora. Sali, dai. Salviamo, va. Bello, le cutscene che non puoi skippare. Che meraviglia. No, l'ho visto prima. Sega. Gli altri due dove cazzo erano? Utili, eh?
That's the
Minchia.
last of them.
Ah,
Cosa?
ho capito cos'era. Solo che non era molto... Non si capiva un granché.
Capita. Aspetta un attimo. Mazza quanto scatta rapido il quick save, l'auto save, madonna, a mezzo frame. Mi è sembrato fastidissimo. Aia.
That's it. Bag 'em and tack 'em.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Dun, 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 dun. Musichina d'ascensore più comune del pianeta.
I wonder what the R is looking for in here. Most Prothean ruins have nothing more than dead instrumentation.
Cosa ho cliccato che adesso va? Cammina. No. No. Ah, la Z, ok. Buono a sapersi. Gioia.
Hello? Can somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth, beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Tranquilla, tranquilla, mo ti salviamo. Forse non è stata una grande idea. Level up. Madonna, i frame che non ha sto gioco. Eh? Puzza una vacca.
Negative contact.
Grazie. Perché? Sì. Così. Fastidio. No, l'ho persa. No, non c'ho voglia di usare 20 Omnigel per sta cagata. Grazie. Vado. Oddio, questa parte qua col Krogan. Cazzo.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Wait, Commander. Can we trust her? Her mother's working with Saren.
I am not my mother. I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want anything to do with that Turian bastard.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
the conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Adesso me lo
We have to
dici.
hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
Un bel bestione.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Chi è che ha fatto il messaggio di sto pezzo? Dio mio.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Adesso fa senza, come quelli di Faenza. Da, sali! Porco di Buda. Cavolo, sto sparando a Garus, bella, cosa no. Dov'è il Krogan? Dov'è il Krogan che lo devo... Boia, troia.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia is involved?
Ha avuto la fiducia?
Oh.
121 voti a favore, 259 contrari e 27 astenuti.
Ecco, adesso Renzi per spiacere si ritiri dalla vita politica per davvero e non faccia a cazzo di cane come fa sempre, mannaggia la pupazza.
Poi devo vedere al Senato.
Vabbè, di solito il Senato segue la Camera, dai.
That mining laser must
I
have
soldi.
triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in. Joker!
Che bello. Ah, questa non è neanche se possono anche mandare avanti i dialoghi. Che
In
bello.
case you didn't notice, this place...
Ah, adesso sì.
She'll stay with us.
Bene, abbiamo tutto bloccato. Ok. Data stavolta. Oh, esatto, sei arrivato giusto al momento perfetto. va stasera lo streaming? Buono, buono.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
You almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you.
Oh,
You
l'avrai.
saved my life back there. And not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
Quanto è storta fem
I
chef
have been
nell'uno,
working
Dio
on this
mio.
for 50 years. I have tracked down every
Poverino.
scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge. Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right. And eventually I will be able to prove it.
Problemi di schiena, di
There were
braccia,
other
di collo. C'ha il collo di
civilizations
George
before the
Fisher dei
Protheans.
Cannibal
This cycle
Corpse,
has
Dio
repeated
mio.
itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
Miranda ha fatto i miracoli,
There
ecco.
is barely any evidence on the Protheans.
Poi quando
Even less on those who came before
un
them.
attimo te ne racconto uno
I
di
cannot prove
Cano,
my theory,
ma
but I know
live
I'm
non
right.
posso, è troppo zozzo.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Con una
This
sfiga
isn't
del
helping us
32.
find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the
Comincia
last
a
time
fare
you ate
Dante,
or
tipo.
slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Tante volte.
Maybe she
Capita.
doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Ciao.
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Dai, quando cominciano a scassare le palle. Che caspita. Cioè. No, vabbè. Poi proprio quello Turian è quello che mi sta più sul cazzo di tutti. Guarda, quando crepa nel... Spoiler alert. Quando crepa nel 3, che gioia.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said
Non
about
crepa nel
Nihilus.
3,
Look how
che
that
il
turned out.
consigliere diventa coso. Ah no, no, niente. È vero, hai ragione. Sbagliato io.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
È il comandante di... È il primarco
Humanity has
che
always handled
muore.
its own problems. Saren attacked one of our
Ho confuso i ruoli.
We should be the ones to stop him.
Arrivare con un
We don't
cagacazzo,
need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. Don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Sarà il
Carry
caso.
on, Presley.
Ciao.
Yes, ma'am.
Dov'è l'altro cazzo? L'uomo con la personalità della carta velina.
Commander, do you have a minute?
What's on your mind, Lieutenant?
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
We'll get things done. I'd rather operate independently than have the brass on our backs anyway.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming.
Nah.
It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice.
And the American way.
Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics.
Teoricamente Shepard lo dovrebbe sapere, da background, da classe più che altro. Però.
Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down.
Tanto non scendi mai con me, quindi.
Make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander.
No, dimmi che ho sbagliato. Vabbè, no, tanto sovrascrivo con Liara, sti cazzi. Grillo parlante proprio no, Ecco appunto, tanto. Dottoressa.
Yes, is there something you need?
No, è che la cominci già e dopo partono le cose di... Partono le cose di dialogo e devi evitarle.
But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Che culo.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Ciao. Oh. Qua comincia a giocare per bene. Oh.
Commander.
I should go.
Are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous.
Sì, cazzo, ce l'ha avvolta attorno al mignolino da quando l'ha vista,
indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Cicino, introverso.
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Disse quella che si è
You share the wisdom of the
arruolata.
matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sì, ti addormenti dopo 2 minuti, peggio di Shabaku.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Cecena.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Che non sa flirtare.
Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am
Eh.
complete and utter fool.
Perché è una bambina, cioè.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful
Tra
cooperation
l'altro,
in
tra
galactic
l'1 e il
disputes.
2 hanno cambiato il filtro della voce perché le hanno messo un po' di riverberino.
Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems
La fa
few
sembrare
of
più
them
adulta
seek to understand us.
nel 2 e nel 3.
The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term,
No,
not as you understand
proprio
it.
no.
Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding
Momento
of other
super
races.
quark.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari,
Quella mezza Krogan.
nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold.
Tra virgolette.
I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Poi adesso giochiamo, poi tutte queste cose le si fa tranquillamente più avanti. Una cosa buffa, a proposito di Venezia, è quando sul gruppo mi ricordo che ho detto che Mass Effect è Star Trek con gli alieni più scopabili. A doppiare in inglese ovviamente Venezia c'è quella che in Star Trek Next Generation fa Diona Troy, se non mi ricordo male si chiama così. Comunque praticamente la terza in comando, tra virgolette, l'ufficiale era praticamente la psichiatra, diciamo, dell'Enterprise in Next Generation. da Star Trek, mentre il papà di Liara è doppiata da Claudia Black, che era una dei protagonisti di Farscape, se non ricordo. Sì, Farscape, esatto. Che anche quello lì era bellino da morire come serie, che non ha avuto successo manco per il cazzo qua in Italia, ovviamente, e credo che ci sia doppiata solamente la prima stagione, una roba del genere. Quasi peggio che Stargate. Stargate non è arrivata solamente parte di Atlantis e Stargate, quella con MacGyver, l'attore che fa MacGyver, ecco. Ma ricordo come si chiama.
How are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Ciao.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies, at least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Chi lo calibra il cannonaccio?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies.
Oh, bellissima.
Humanity. Have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really.
Sì, è razzismo,
Members of
è
their
razzismo.
species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Lei migliora col tempo. Kaidan rimane di carta velina fino al 3 come personalità, proprio è stato scritto male.
I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Andiamo.
Dismissed.
Andiamo da Tali. Dai.
Ma'am.
Ciao. No, c'è Rex prima da parlarci e far tutto il giro, cazzo.
It won't be long now. Saren's good.
Cosa faccio dopo? Noveria o il Torian?
He's rotten to the core. I could tell as soon as I
Ragazzi, non riesco a finire.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought
Ok,
it was important.
tanto comunque non lo finisco se devo staccare alle 11 col fatto che Marco domani si alza presto. Ci arriva a metà probabilmente.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the terminus systems.
Non mi cambia la vita.
The boss was never around to ride them.
Tanto Noveria è tipo il gioco del muore.
More men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for
Che
us.
pretendi da dei Volus? Sono delle pallette.
That's the only time you saw him?
Dei Jigglypuff.
Didn't even know
E si incazzano altrettanto in fretta.
Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Ciao.
Shepard.
Shepard. Sono dei probiotici. dei duo probiotici. No, cos'era il cavolo da lì del multicentro, accidente.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing.
Un
And your crew's
probiotico,
been
ecco.
really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture.
Tipo gli Amish.
You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return.
Che poi non mi ricordo se sono i mennoniti quelli che lasciano andare i ragazzini per un anno.
But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first.
Grazie.
Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Ciao. E più avanti prendo la tua quest. Andiamo a recuperare quel qualcosa di buono da mandare a cosa. Devo ricordarmi di fare la quest di background, che quella, se no, se me la dimentico è finita, perché se no la perfetta ranga in culo.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet.
Sì, esatto.
Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Froelich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around.
Prova a immaginarti Steve sulla Normandy.
Oddio.
Non farmi venire Flot Bunny, ti prego.
Everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Ho fatto tutto da sola, sì, c'hai ragione. No, presto fatto, presto dimenticato. C'è una U bellissima con Star Trek, spettacolare. Piuttosto leggi quella. Non mi ci metto a fare AU fantascientifica. Non sono... Fantasy è tutto quello che ti pare. Fantascienza no. Fantascienza no. Beh, sì, ovvio Star Trek, Dio mio. Fu una delle prime grosse che uscirono.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Hackett?
Commander Shepard, my name is
Ah,
Asana
la stronza.
I have a job for you. I can't say anymore in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the diplomat's lounge.
Cosa è diverso? Quella lì era quella veramente, veramente bella. Musica nella valle del vento. Aia, amicia. Le unghiette. Qua si scende. Vabbè, tanto si sta tutto su, quindi. Aia. Brrr. Allora. Mappa. È la fisica del cavallo di Skyrim, dai. Cominciamo già con la roba di Cerberus. È bellissima e c'ha ragionissima. Le rape rosse sono buonissime e vaffanculo se darò calcare. E anche i carciofi sono buonissimi. Ci avrà mostrato qualcuno. Sì, ho notato. Arrivo. Sì. Sono morta. Sono mortissima. Se fosse per me non le farei nemmeno io, ma è la perfect run, quindi le faccio. Anche perché ha poi un sacco di cazzatine, che qui sembrano cazzatine, poi hanno delle ripercussioni anche piuttosto consistenti sul modo in cui ti rapporti con Cerberus nel 2. So che sono una cagata di cazzo incredibile, però poi fai un sacco di XP. Ma che palle! Ecco. Sì, anche qui cioè, ho un computer che regge tutto, ma i frame rate non vanno oltre i 50 se streamo, 60 neanche particolarmente stabili se non streamo. La granata che è rimasta lì appesa, bellissimo. Ah, l'ho giocato Warp, mannaggia. Muori anche te. Ah, qua non puoi scavalcare le cose. Dal 2 in avanti. Torna su. Sì, e morirò. Ma non ora. qua che prendi tipo l'armatura vecchia di... di Rex. Un vuoto. Oddio. Che cazzo? Ma che... Oh. Oh. Everybody do the flop. Do the flop, do the flop, everybody do the flop, tarara, do the flop, do the flop, AliExpress, che palle ste email. Cazzo. Ah, sì. Ho punti, sì. Ancora skill to low, affanculo. Ah, davvero? Toccherà tornarci. Balls. Uffi. Allora, nella Sana Dungeon nel 2 o nel 3? Nel 2. Durante la missione di Tain che la ciocchi. Tipo, malissimo. Due, sì, sì. Non è lei quella che la fai... No, non la fai volare giù dal grattacielo. Dio mio, il Mako! La ciocca lui, sì. Il Mako è come un gatto comunque, a terra sempre, in piedi. Dov'è il deposito di minerale? Qua. Che, tra l'altro io non so chi abbia fatto la texture, però a me pare un po' un cumulo di cacchina. Vabbè. Sì, sono delle cose messe lì. E già tanto sei PG hanno delle texture.
On my way.
Preso. Sì. Prima, quando c'è la mini cutscene, prima di... quando devi scendere dal Mako, prima di andare a prendere Liara, c'è un primo piano sul Get Destroyer ed è... cioè, è ridicolo. Sì, che dopo ci guardo. Lo so che ti ho fatto gli auguri, quest'anno però non ho fatto gli auguri fighi, mi dispiace. Allora, Veros. Non è neanche cosa, Bespin. Cosa hai visto? Ah sì, ogni tanto lo fa, non so perché. Ah, adesso Immuni fa il promemoria è mensile, non è più settimanale, quindi mi devo cagare in mano una volta sola a settimana. Una volta al mese, non ogni settimana. Bene, grazie. Sì, sì, l'ho visto già. Ok. Credo che ci sia qualcosa tipo schermo verde. Mi è capitato anche la settimana scorsa. No, sono già cosata. Mi è capitato anche la settimana scorsa. Non so se è tipo Twitch Studio che ha dei problemi con le gambe del verde, per cui non le vede e ti mette sotto lo screenshot. Boh. Me ne ero accorta la settimana scorsa riguardando la live di coso, di Dishonored. Questa è la mia squadra.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck. Sì, sì. Modula la voce diversamente, ma sì, è sempre lei. Che?
Hanno fatto vedere, siccome c'è stata la premiere della seconda stagione di Batwoman, hanno dichiarato effettivamente come si sono inventati questa sostituzione.
Male. Male.
Sì, abbastanza. Praticamente è morta, non è morta.
Oh, che gioia. E un'altra cosa buffa, sempre su queste cose di doppiatori strani. In Mass Effect, sì, anch'io, cazzo di... In Metal Gear, la M c'era lo stesso. In Metal Gear 5, Phantom Pain, e anche Ground Zeroes, il prequel, il prologo, Hai un aggeggio iper mega galattico che sembra un iPhone nel 1985, è ancora più avanzato, figurati te, che ha una voce, ed è la voce della cantante che ha fatto il tema Sins of a Father, e aveva fatto anche il tema di quello precedente, Peace Walker, che è ancora più bella, Heaven's Divide. Questa qui è una cantante australiana che adesso vive in Giappone da anni, si è trasferita lì, e attualmente è la voce sia giapponese che inglese del Bullet Train, quello che va velocissimo, che ogni anno tipo fa 6 secondi di ritardo su tutto l'anno per le fermate. Ecco, stupidaggini del genere.
Fight Dan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
No. Boom! Porco Giuda!
Charging up.
Dai, vieni fuori. Dritto. Oh! Ok. Ci siamo.
Perimeter secured.
Grazie. Perché quei cosi, tra l'altro, mi danno sempre un'idea non lo so, di ammiccare in maniera piuttosto imbarazzante? Perché sono storta e penso e faccio pensieri indecenti sui Geth? Ah, bastardi. Oh, la finite? Grazie. Che Grazie.
Head to the tunnels. Make sure there's...
Does Geth look bloody dangerous?
Glad to see some soldiers. Our numbers are getting thin.
The Geth will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
Questo è morto.
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
The Geth can't be allowed into the heart of the colony. They'll be here any minute.
Sai cosa ho sbagliato giro? Ah no, aspetta, devo andare dentro.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge.
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Sì, l'ultima volta perdendomi ho fatto una quest in più. Non scherzo. Aia. Senti l'insalata che viene su.
I don't want to die. Please, don't let me die.
Abbiamo fatto?
All clear.
Ok, andiamo a parlare col tipo.
We've got Geth in the... Protect the heart of the colony!
Ma che cazzo? Oh Gesù. Quanto backtracking in sto gioco, porca puttana. Altro? Oh.
Now we can update Fidan and get a vehicle safely out of the Normandy. The Geth base is our next objective.
Però là in fondo c'è la roba da pigliare. Ok. Vediamo se... Cos'era qua che c'era? Una porta tipo... No, ok. È in un'altra area simile a questa qua. È che appunto mi sono persa, vaffanculo. Di un diavolo. Però già che sono qua faccio la quest associata a quest'area e via. Sì, c'è questo posto che è quasi peggio di tutti i dungeon di Dragon Age 2, che sono tutti identici, sono tutti uguali. Stesso layout, stesse postazioni dei nemici, tutto uguale. Fastidio.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
Sì.
There's another one. Doesn't look like it's been activated yet, though. We should keep looking.
Kill them all.
Non che cattivare me lo dici. Oh, e che è? Liara? Mi svieni così? Qui c'è da togliere la S. Ok. Ok.
Turning this last valve appears to have activated the system, Commander.
Sì. Sì.
You don't want to go down there.
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, anything I shouldn't. That was a good one. Very intense.
Sì.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for, looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Ah! I'm trying to get to the... Dying!
Just leave him. He is completely mad.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting.
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight.
Cringe.
It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle, time's up. Company's coming. Ask Vidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Cringe.
Look out!
Perché faccio questo? Sto giocando Vanguard come si gioca nel 2 e nel 3, che è, cioè, appunto, vai di avanguardia, ma nell'1 è nerfatissimo, madonna, finché non livelli peso non hai niente, cioè sei una sega, ma pesa, c'è neanche quasi gusto a giocare Vanguard nell'1. Non c'è tipo modo di tornare indietro in fretta? Tipo di là? No, navi C, per di qui, per di lì, no, com'era? Oh, Sì, grazie. Ma che cazzo! Ai. Porca. Ok. Ah, ok. Caros? Ci alziamo o facciamo finta? Stai buona, Anna, dai. Finirà il combat. Quanti Krogan, Dio mio. Muoia te. Sono morta. Va tutto in cooldown, madonna. Ma io devo salti fuori.
I think we're done here.
Mi sa che non ho ancora preso la missione. Ora mi devo... Manco ci fosse un indicatore della quest, cioè... Ah, ecco, ok. Ce l'ho fatta.
Tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
Just glad your colony's safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the Exogeny headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us worked for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problem. Good luck, Commander.
Sì, sì, sì. Mi sa che, visto, per non lasciare la storia a metà, tipo, mi sa che stacco qua. Ah, sì, quella non è facile, in effetti.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
I have to go.
Ciao.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
Sì, tranquillo.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
I have to go.
Ok.
So long, Commander.
Ciao. Parlo con le persone. E poi stacco, così poi faccio tutto il resto la settimana prossima.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
The top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got.
Cells just aren't compatible. If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way. Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here.
E questo è fatto.
Thank you again, Commander.
C'era da parlare con un'altra persona.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
Sì, tanto non c'ho soldi, tipo. Questa me la devo gestire un attimo io dopo. Lì non si entra. A cosa sta sparando questo qui?
You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
What do you know about the colony?
We just arrived a short time ago. It seemed like any other colony at first, but it's different somehow.
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of like... I can't describe it. You should speak with Faidan. He knows the colony better.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good luck out there.
Ciao. Ok, direi che a questo punto stacco qua. Così abbiamo proprio comincia la parte seria di Feros. Bene. Bene. Salviamo. E ci si vede venerdì o mercoledì che comincio Blood Rain, se ci avete voglia. È un pochino più easy, molto meno azione e... cioè molto meno dialoghi e quasi tutta azione. Bene, ciao! Poi vabbè, tanto ci sentiamo con WhatsApp, quindi termina streaming.